What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And today I want to talk about Epic Mickey Rebrushed, the demo on the PlayStation 5. And one thing I will say in particular here, this game is absolutely amazing, other than it is a demo. And I want to give my own personal type of breakdown on this because, when it comes to me as a gamer, I'm very visual. And I think when it comes to a visual appealing aesthetic like Epic Mickey Rebrushed, this game really gives me a really cool type of tonality to its systems, of its art style, you know, along with the gameplay and what you can do in this game. And it's so cool. I'm a huge fan of Mickey Mouse, always have been since I was a kid, still am to a certain degree. But other than that, this game is it cracked me up every single time when I played the demo. I mean, there are some quirkiness to it. There is some really visual appealing aesthetics to it as well when it comes to its formality of when there's no formality really. And what I mean by that is that this game does not take it seriously, and that's a really good thing because this game is very lighthearted. It knows what it's doing, and it's giving us a very type of sensual type of way to where this game goes in a matter of the story perspective. And that is where this game really does it so well, even though, like I said, it is a demo. And that's what I love about demos. It's like, I think demos are always going to be the best way to play a game before even you want to play a game when it initially comes out. And we're not going to talk about that here. I want to talk about this game specifically. What I've already previously, what I was going to talk about this game, and it's the fact that it's the funny aspects and the concept of it. It's the visual appealing aesthetic to what this game really shows off when it comes to a remake. Yes, this is a remake to that of the original game. I think it was on the PlayStation 3 as well. I think it was on Xbox 360. I couldn't say. But other than that, this game really gives us an idea of what an art style or visually appealing aesthetic, what this game really does. And what really makes this game even more stand out, other than it's a visual appealing artistic lifestyle or style, as it were, is the fact that this game really shows off the mechanics of what you can actually do in this game. And what I love about this game, though, too, it's not just about the visual art style. It's mainly about, it's the story. Yes, there is a story to this game, and it's cool. I like a game like Mickey Mouse Rebrushed or Epic Mickey Rebrushed, excuse me. And what this game is really going to give us in full production value when this game comes out. And that's one of the things what I really appreciate about a game like this. And so I think when it comes to the combat, though, the combat is fairly simplistic. It's very easy to understand. It's not that difficult. And what I will say is that it's fairly unique in its own unique way. And that is one thing I will explain here right now. Is that like I said, when it comes to the pleasing art style, or when it comes to the pleasing combat scenarios that you can do in this game as well, but you can, however, do different types of acts of, using thinner to thin some artistic ways out of a scenario in a game, like through the castle, or like, you can basically erase certain objects to get to certain types of areas in the game as well, or, uncovering secrets. That's really cool. You can paint certain areas of the game as well in order to, like, completely complete something as like maybe like a quest type of thing. But overall, there are no side quests in this game. It's one non-linear story. That is one thing I'm really liking about the demo, or what I did love about this demo. This demo really gives us an idea of what demos should do mainly. It's like I said before, give us a test of the game before the game even comes out. So, now, this game is, I would say it's one of the most best, single player games of all time amongst other games, like Legacy of Kain or Uncharted or any of those games. But I think when it comes to, like I previously mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's the visual appealing art style that this will bring little kids wanting to play this. This is a lighthearted game to where there's humor, there's there's some really excellent traversal ways of how you can traverse certain parts of the game. It's everything of what this game should do, and I think it does an excellent well job done of what a game should be when it comes to an animated game like Epic Mickey Rebrushed. This game is I played the demo through twice, and I think when I in my first playthrough, I enjoyed it. But my second playthrough on the demo, I enjoyed it even more. This game gives you a good certain of exploration to a certain degree, and because you can get collectibles, you can get pins, you can get some sort of type of extra content unlocked. Like as you saw here, you can do a little bit of collectible hunting if you want. This game is what makes it also fun as well. You know, there is some exploration involved. And that's what I love about a game like this, or games like this in general. And and so I want to dive more deeply, just a little bit more here, real quick, before I end this video. Is that I really do recommend playing the demo for this game. I think that this is a really good game to get into if you like these types of games. Me personally, I like these types of games. Other than like playing the mature rated stuff, like Assassin's Creed or on not Uncharted because Uncharted's more of an T for teen. But point being, I guess you understand where I'm going with this as well. So I don't want to repeat myself. So again, I think when it comes to Epic Mickey Rebrushed, I think that this game is going to be very appealing to young audiences rather than mature audiences like myself. But again, it's the visual, it's everything of what this game really does magnificently well as well is that it's art style. The art style in this game is excellent amongst other games that I have played, like Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. That game was absolutely amazing when it comes to it, not just to its story, but its visual appealing art style. And I think that's where this game really is going to go more into the depth or range towards the younger community rather than the community of my age, or in my type of age area. But other than that, I think that you're going to have a lot of fun with this game. I really think that a lot of people will love this game if you like these types of games as well. And I really think that I would love to see more games like this because, it's like I do like games that just give us a good nonlinear story, give us the utilization and tools, like using a brush to basically just like, fill in the blanks essentially. And I love that. I think that's a really cool mechanic to how it's going to be utilized and how you can like show off what the brush can do. And the intro of this game is awesome. They did a really good job with not just with the storytelling, it's the fact that of where the game goes from how the introduction starts out, and then you actually ended up going into the Dark Beauty Castle, which is going to be the first part of the game, I believe, when the game actually initially comes out. So, again, I think playing with the brush is where it really benefits the game more replayability, other than its visual art style, the way how you can find secrets when it comes to like thinning out of certain types of areas and finding secrets and finding items. It's a really cool mechanic. There's some emerging gameplay involved in that type of concept. It's so cool. And then when you for example as well, it's like when you basically use the thinner as well other than using the paint, you can basically thin out a certain type of a pathway to where, as you see here, you can thin out a pathway, have rocks fall down as you saw, and then you can repaint it, and then you can just venture forward. I like this mechanic. This mechanic, it really shows off this game's true scenarios of what a game should do. And I think that's where Epic Mickey Rebrushed does it so magnificently well. And that is one thing I really love about this game. not just because of its visuals, not because of its storytelling. It's the fact that what you can do by using the thinning, by thinning things out when they are already painted over, and they can repaint them all over again with the paint. So again, I think that's where the fun factor is for this demo, or even for the full potential of its release, like I previously mentioned, it's September 23rd or 24th of this month of 2024. So this is Jake from Citizen JV. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. This is just basically basically a little bit of a review demo and some impressions in the mix, and a little bit of a breakdown, as it were, a little bit though too. And so I'm hoping that you guys really find this video very helpful and beneficial if you are looking forward to playing this game with your kiddos. Like I said, I really think that this game is really going to give the kiddos a really good time for their ways of gaming if they want to get into these types of games. So, like I said, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. You guys have a great weekend, and I will chat with you guys later, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.